Hello guys, welcome back to this channel. My name is Devashish Mahapatra and you are watching Worldwide Programmer. Before starting this tutorial, do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for more updates. Let's start the tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll discuss about the internet protocols. These are the topics will be covered for this video. First, we'll discuss about what is internet protocol, TCP/IP, layers of the TCP/IP model, and file transfer protocol. So, what is the internet? The meaning of internet? You can say the internet is a global network of billions of computers and other electronic devices. With the internet, it's possible to access almost any information, communicate with anyone else in the world, and do much more. For example, you can do all of this by connecting a computer to the internet, which is also called going online. When someone says a computer is online, it's just another way of saying it's connected to the internet. So, what is the internet protocol? The internet protocol or IP is the principal communication protocol in the internet protocol suite for relaying datagrams across network boundaries. Its routing function enables internetworking and essentially establishes the internet. You can say our internet protocol or IP is a set of rules that dictate how data should be delivered over the public network like internet. Often works in conjunction with the transmission control protocol or TCP, which divided traffic into packets for efficient transfer through the internet. Together they are referred to as TCP/IP. Internet protocol or IP is the principal set or communications protocol of digital message formats and rules for exchanging messages as a single network or series of interconnected networks. Using the internet protocol suite, often referred to as TCP or IP, messages are exchanged as datagrams, also known as data packets or just packets. For example, when an email or using the simple mail transfer protocol or SMTP is sent from an email server, the TCP layer in that server will divide the message off into multiple packets, number them, and then forward them to the IP layer for transport. At the IP layer, each packet will be transported to the destination email server, while each packet is going to the same place in the route. They take to get there may be different. When it arrives, the IP layer hands it back to the TCP layer, which reassembles the packets into the message and hands it to the email applications where it shows up in the inbox. IP as the primary protocol in the internet layer of the internet protocol suite has the task of delivering packets from the source host to the destination host solely based on the IP addresses. For this purpose, IP defines datagram structures that encapsulate the data to be delivered. It also defines addressing methods that are used to label the datagram with source and destination information. So, what is TCP/IP? TCP/IP stands for Transmission Control Protocol or Internet Protocol, the suite of communications protocol used to connect hosts on the internet. TCP or IP uses several protocols, the two main ones being TCP and IP, a transmission control protocol or internet protocol. TCP/IP is built into the Unix operating system and is used by the internet, making it the de facto standard for transmitting data over networks. Even network operating systems that have their own protocols, such as NetWare, also support transmission control protocol or internet protocol. So, layers of the TCP/IP. So, there are actually 4 types of layers in TCP/IP. First one is application layer. So, what is application layer? The application layer provides applications with standardized data exchange. Its protocol include HTTP, FTP, post office protocol, simple mail transfer protocol or SMTP, and simple network management protocol or SNMP. At the application layer, the payload is the actual application data. Second layer is transport layer. So, the transport layer is responsible for maintaining end-to-end communication across the network. Transmission Control Protocol or TCP handles communications between hosts and provides flow control, multiplexing and reliability. The transport protocols includes Transmission Control Protocol and User Datagram Protocol or UDP, which is sometimes used instead of Transmission Control Protocol or TCP for special purposes. Third one is network layer. Network layer, also called the internet layer. It deals with packets and connects independent networks to transport the packets across network boundaries. The network layer protocols are IP and Internet Control Message Protocol or ICMP, which is used for error reporting. Last layer is the physical layer. So, what is the physical layer? The physical layer, also known as the network interface layer or data link layer, it consists of protocols that operate only on a link. The network component that interconnects nodes or hosts in the network. The protocols in this lowest layer include Ethernet for local area networks or LANs and Address Resolution Protocol or ARP. So, what is File Transfer Protocol or FTP? This was one of the first internet services developed, and it allows users to move files from one computer to another. Using the FTP program, a user can browse through its files and either download or upload files if the remote computer allows. This can be any type of file, but the user is only allowed to see the file name. No description of the file content is included. You might encounter the file transfer protocol or FTP if you try to download any software applications from the World Wide Web or www. Many sites that offer downloadable applications use the FTP or file transfer protocol. So, an example of a file transfer protocol window like a Hypertext Transfer Protocol or HTTP. The World Wide Web is the new kind on the block, having only been developed in the late 1980s by the European Lab for particle physics in Switzerland. This internet protocol was quickly embraced by the public and has become the most popular way to provide and obtain information from the internet. The web offers not only access to files to download, but it offers a way to jump from site to site through a series of connecting hyperlinks. The most distinguishing features of the web is the way that text is formatted. A series of tags is used for encode and format text, graphics, animation, sound, and other types of files. These tags are called HTML or hypertext markup language. These hypertext markup language or HTML files appear on your computer screen as determined by the tags used in its coding. You can see the source HTML coding for any web page by choosing to view source from your browser's menu bar. Most browsers allow for access through File Transfer Protocol or FTP, Gopher, Telnet, and email as well as through the Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Although installation of helper applications may be required. These are programs that work with the browser and allow access to a variety of protocols and file types. That's it. I hope this tutorial is useful for you all. So don't forget to like this tutorial and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next tutorial. Happy learning.